Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. Some of the basic questions asked about zakat are about the time of payment. So, we told you earlier that one has to keep record of his assets every year. What was his total zakatable assets last year in the month of Ramadan, say on 10th of Ramadan last year, and what are his assets today on 10th of Ramadan? So he has to keep record. And next year he will calculate again on 10th of Ramadan his current zakatable assets. Now, for example, he has a history. For example, he was paying $10,000 5 years ago, and he was paying $12,000 4 years ago, $14,000 3 years ago, $15,000 2 years ago, and last year he paid $18,000 zakat. So there is a trend that he is increasing his assets and his amount of zakat is increasing. $10,000 and it reached to $18,000 in the last 5 years. So $18,000 means on an average, he is paying $1,500 per month. So what he should do, he can pay in monthly installments. It will be easier for him to pay zakah on a monthly basis. Because if he's a businessman, it is very hard for him to take out his zakah only in one particular month. To withdraw $18,000 cash from the business, it is difficult. So every year he can, every month he can pay, $1,500. And then in the final month, when he calculates the zakah, he can calculate exactly. And if it is less, no problem. And if it is more, then he has to pay the difference. For example, last year it was $18,000, and this year the zakatable, this year he calculated his zakat as $19,000. So he already paid $18,000 in the installments every month. Now he has to pay on the last month additional $1,000. So we said that zakat can be paid in installments. And we said this before that you do not have to pay zakat if the zakatable assets are less than the nisab. And we also told that you don't have to mention the person whom you are giving the zakat, that this is from my zakat. You don't have to mention. And you can pay the zakat in advance also. But once the zakat is calculated, you cannot delay it. You have to pay immediately, as soon as possible. And the scholars say, for example, you calculate your zakat on 10th of Ramadan every year. 10th of Ramadan every year. So you can give your zakat in installments every month. But for example, your assets are $100,000, and the zakat payable is $2,500. So now, those $2,500 are not yours. That is the right of the poor people. So though you have $100,000 in your bank account, or in the form of gold or whatever it may be, so out of $100,000, after 355 days, that is not your money. You own only $97,500. $2,500, though it is in your account, but it is not yours. The owner is somebody else. The owners of that $2,500 are those people who are qualified to take that zakah. The owners of that $2,005 are those poor people who are qualified to collect that money. So that's why the scholars say you can pay in advance, but you cannot delay the amount. If you delay after completion of 1 year, you shall be a sinner and you shall be answerable in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. So it is due immediately after 355 days on completion of 1 lunar year. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.